Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your entrepreneurship teacher, tutor, Professor Henry Bwisa of Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. Today, I want to talk of the qualities, the characteristics, the traits of entrepreneurs. Yes, entrepreneurs are a special breed of business people. Entrepreneurs are like a subset of business people. And that's why we say all entrepreneurs are business people, but not all business people are entrepreneurs. That means that entrepreneurs have certain characteristics, have certain qualities that are not necessarily with or within the business people. So, I want you to take your pen. I want you to scribble down, to write down. In my other talk, I talked of success for an entrepreneur, and I promised that I'll come up with the characteristics of an entrepreneur. Yes, many authors, many textbooks will give you different characteristics of an entrepreneur, qualities and traits. And let me tell you this, there is no universally accepted set of characteristics for entrepreneurs. And if there are no, or there is no universally accepted set, then me and you as entrepreneurs can also think and come up with ours. Now, to be entrepreneurial, let us use the word entrepreneurs itself to figure out the characteristics of an entrepreneur. So, write down the word entrepreneur downwards at the margin of your paper. Entrepreneur, E-N-T, entrepreneurs. And therefore, for every letter of that word entrepreneurs, let's together imagine a characteristic, a quality, a trait. I'm going to give you mine, and then you'll use mine as a guide, and you will develop your own. So let's start. Entrepreneur, you have written the word entrepreneur downwards. So the E, envisager, envisaging. That means forward-looking, envisioning, looking far ahead. So a characteristic of an entrepreneur is they don't look just within the environment. They look far away. They plan. They set goals. They envisage. So yes, that is one of the characteristics of entrepreneurs. Planning ahead, envisaging, envisioning. So that is the E. The N in entrepreneurship is novelty-minded. Novelty-minded. Entrepreneurs always want something new. They are novel. Their minds always look at bringing in something new, adding value, improving. Therefore, creativity. You look at this pen and you say, how can I improve it? How can I make it even better? And therefore, anything you look at, you start thinking, could it be better? Could we add more value to it? So, novelty-minded. They don't go to business duplicating what other people are doing. They go to business and add value, make their business kind of new. Then T, tolerant. Oh yes, you will tolerate long hours. You will tolerate difficult customers. If you are quick-hearted, if you cannot stand difficulties, you can set up a business and it takes a long time to break even. Ambiguity, you must tolerate long. So, tolerant, tolerance, tolerate difficult customers, tolerate hard times. Business is in cycles. It goes up and down. You must tolerate that down. Not easily giving up is what we are calling tolerant. They are, entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs. Is it R really? After tolerant, what we go to? We go to R, isn't it? Entrepreneur. We go to R. R, risk lover. You must love risk. If you don't risk, then you don't go anywhere. But wait, it's not just any risk, because all of us risk. If you are in class now listening to me, you must have jumped in that matatu to come to school. That was risk. Indeed, even as we go to sleep, we risk and we pray to the Lord that, Lord, see us through until morning. We are always risking. But that is not the risk the entrepreneur takes. The entrepreneurs take calculated risk. Something that you go in and knowing that should this happen, then this is my alternative. So again, planning, calculated risk. You don't just take your money and dump it into a business without doing that, risk calculation. No, if you are a gambler, that's not entrepreneurship. Yes, you are risking, but that's not calculated risk. Putting there's a jackpot, oh God, Man U will win today, Arsenal tomorrow. That type of risk is not what we're talking about. So gambling is not entrepreneurship. The E is enterprising. Enterprising. Showing initiative. To be enterprising means you show initiative. You start something out of your thinking. You start new things. That's being enterprising. Trying new things. Trying to add value. Trying to make a difference. That's enterprising. And that is the E in entrepreneurs. The P is profit-oriented. Yes, entrepreneurs look for profit. Of course, first they advance the customer. Once, we call them customer-centric. You are advancing profit, but profit comes through serving the customer well, so that the customer has a repeat visit to your premises. So yes, customer-oriented for purpose of profit making. So the P in entrepreneurs is profit-oriented. The other R now is resourceful. We had risk. The other R is resourceful. Again, when we talk of resourceful, we are talking of being tactful, providing quick solutions. Very resourceful. trying to come up with quick, so not waiting until somebody else does it for you or does it and then you copy it. That resourcefulness, tactfulness, quick solution making. And then the E is efficiency. Efficiency. Efficiency is a fraction of output divided by input. You can see, if you divide O divide by I, output divide by input, efficiency is higher when the input reduces and the output goes up. What are we saying? You use as little inputs as possible to get the highest output. I am saying as possible because there is efficiency and there's effectiveness. Those two are tricky because being effective is doing it thoroughly, regardless of the means, the ways, the resources. You want to be thorough, you are effective. Yes, you want to be thorough, but in entrepreneurship you are thorough, but efficient, meaning you don't just use any and all resources. You must make sure that you are optimizing. Efficiency, output over input. Or can you increase output with the same input? How do you do that? Management style. So that is an entrepreneur. Efficiency, using as little inputs, resources as possible to get the most output, the most of your effort. N is networker. Oh yes, you are not alone. You must network. Network with your customers, network with your suppliers, network with your bankers. You must network. Every time, pull out your business card and give this person that you're meeting. Just networking. That person might make you go through when the time comes. Be connected. Networking. Don't stay alone. Make friends. Of course, the right friends. Social media, socialize, contact, keep them. Those contacts will make you pass places. So the other E after N is energetic. Oh yes. Keep going to the gym. Keep fit. Energy of the mind and even the physical energy of the soul. We said you have to be tolerant. You'll be working long hours, thinking long hours. You must have that energy. So keep always fit, eat well, exercise, and make sure that you have the energy to stay long hours. Not that you'll always be staying long hours, but you must be ready for any obstacle. So keep being energetic. If you are sickly, no, entrepreneurship is not for you. So avoid getting sick. Love yourself and avoid that sickness. So the U in entrepreneurship is unstoppable. Yeah. A slip is not a fall. Elsewhere, I said fail, the F-A-I-L means first attempt in learning. Unstoppable. Don't be stopped because you failed. Don't be stopped because somebody annoyed you. Keep on. Your eyes on the ball. Unstoppable. You fall, you wake up, you continue. Because elsewhere, I said, it's not a better process. It's not a walk in the park. So unstoppable. There was a song in Kenya was saying unbreakable. No, I'm saying unstoppable. Always pushing on. Luck is just round the corner. Yes, there was this person who, a colleague actually, lady from Kisumu, working in Nairobi, and she discovered business in fish. She could get fish from Kisumu overnight through the buses. They come here in the morning, she sells them, she distributes them to hotels and goes to work. She did this for about 8 months, and she discovered she was not making profit. She gave up. When we sat down with her and calculated what we call break-even point, she was going to break even in the 9th month. But she gave up in the 8th month. You know, you don't start business and start earning. Quite a number of businesses, small businesses, take about 1.5 years to break even. So you have invested, but you have not calculated your break-even point. You expect this, profit in the 6th month, in the 7th month, yet your business could be breaking out in 9 months, in 18 months. You see? So unstoppable means calculating again your work, your plan, your break-even point, and getting to it, refusing to stop. That is the U in entrepreneurs. And the R, like the last R, is realistic, honestly. Don't build castles in the air. Yes, dream, envision, like I said, but do realistic dreams. I cannot possibly start an aeroplane business, but I can dream. If horses or wishes were horses, even me, I would ride. Well, that's not the saying, but you see, be realistic. Don't build castles in the air. Don't start businesses, those prestigious businesses that you may not even handle yourself. So as you plan, as you go into business, please be realistic, factual, realistic. And lastly, the S in entrepreneurs is self-confident. Oh, yes. If you don't have confidence in yourself, I look at you straight in your eyes and I'm confidently talking to you, and I believe that we are communicating. But if I start talking, looking down, no, I'm not confident, looking the other side, I don't know, I'm just going to this business, but, well, let me just try. God help me. Oh, yes. God helps all of us. You must put in effort, and you must be self-confident. And you can only be self-confident if you selected the right business, if you envisaged well. So, self-confidence will help you in your entrepreneurship. So you see, we have spelled the word entrepreneurs using each word. That is a guide. Can you now erase mine and write your word entrepreneurs down? And then for every letter, don't rush, don't hurry. If you can do it, even one letter a day, and then write them on your paper and put them under your glass desk or hang them somewhere for references. For reference. So you remind yourself, is this what I'm doing? Am I doing the right risk? Have I calculated my, like a checklist? So Those are some of the characteristics of entrepreneurs. My guide, but I have actually done research, have observed, have mixed with quite a number of, winning entrepreneurs. In Kenya, I've interacted with Manu Chandaria. I've interacted with Chris Kirubi. I have interacted with the Tabitha Karanja Tabitha of Keroche. Mary Okello, I've interacted with her McKinney schools. James Mwangi, I've interacted with him, Equity. And either we share platforms and I see what they say. And we discuss. And there's elsewhere on this YouTube, I have actually quoted some of those gurus of entrepreneurs in Kenya, and some of these characteristics, I gotten them from them. But mine is a guide. Take yours, write your entrepreneurs, and start training yourself. There is nothing as good as promising yourself that I'm going to be energetic. Don't wait until you read in the book. Yes, you can do, but why don't you do your own? Promise yourself and stick to your own promises. That will be a good complementary approach, alternative approach from reading just in the books, listening to others. Yes, you can do it yourself. Try it. I hope you'll have an entrepreneurial day, won't you? Thank you for listening to me.